So good day and welcome to my video presentation for hands-on activity number 2. So solving real-world problems using logic gates. So I'm gonna proceed now. So capture the problem, zoom into the actual problem. So the existing problem I selected is that there are streetlights in some streets of our barangay which are not functioning. So streetlights have provided a wide range of uses such as illumination at night, security, so it reduces crimes and reduces accidents because of uh, good vision at night. It is not a common thing for streetlights to not operate, but if left at such state for a long period of time, may bring harm to the community and to the people around it. So that is why the problem exists, because the streetlight is not working. So this is our street. As you can see, this is streetlights located here. So this is what it looks like during the day. So I'm gonna compare it and what it looks like during the night. So as you can see, the lights are turned off. So I can assume that our street has poor visibility at night. So it makes people less safe, especially for women, for children. It may lead to accidents because of poor vision. So that is the existing problem. So another one I captured is this is on another street. It's not ours, but it is on a part of our barangay, two blocks away from our street. So this whole street right there is very dim. I just enhanced it using my camera. So the whole street is really have poor vision at night time. So I think it has been reported already, but there are no actions from the LGU as of this moment. So this is the map of the affected areas. So our barangay, Torreblanca Dumitrit, it is consist of here where my cursor is rotating. So as you can see, this is the indicated the streets that have malfunctioning lights. Those in red is here. It's in our street here, another street here. As I went around the town, the barangay rather. So this is the red lines, which are the affected streets. So number 2, dig deeper by knowing what causes it and why until now it is still a problem. So based on my interview from certain barangay officials, so a common thing they said is that there is insufficient budget from the LGU as of the moment to fully implement and fully operate the streetlights for our barangay. So it's given less importance and priority than other projects. And the project is still unfinished despite the streetlights being established there for a few months already. I don't know exactly the date, but it was still around last year. And still now February, it's still not working. So it poses many problems for our residents here. Number 3, know how this certain problem affects the people or the community. As I said a while ago, it affects the people in a way that it loses its purpose to provide the illumination, protection, and security for the night. It may lead to various crimes, especially in streets with poor visibility, increased risk to accidents, and may feel that the neighborhood are less safe when there is malfunctioning street lights. So number 4, what solution do you propose? Design a system using logic circuits. So I proposed a design that will somehow uh, solve the problem. So a centralized automatic streetlight system with the use of the logic gates. So it works with a daylight sensor that will capture sunlight. So if daylight is absent, then it will automatically turn off the sensor and at the same time automatically turn on the streetlight system. This is applicable to all the streets that have the same design, but I say the same design. As you can see in the picture a while ago, the street lights there are like parallel connected to each other. So the street lights works in a parallel series connection rather. So the other streets in our neighboring streets also have the same pattern of lights. So that is what I meant by applicable to have this to the same design. And I also included a feature in the form of an emergency street light, in which it is a solar powered LED that will turn on if the street light system in that street does not work during nighttime. So proceeding, number 5, I date and work on a prototype. So label the design. So as you can see, this is my design using Logic.ly. So as you can see, it consists of many street lights. There are 16 for each section. As you can see in the, if you recall my map a while ago, there is that long street. So this is the replica of the long street that was have malfunctioning lights. So more of this will gonna be go through in the demo video. So I'm just gonna do a quick preview. So the important things to know is the inputs. We have here the daylight sensor. It will logic 0 if it's night and logic 1 if it's day. The power and the manual switch, which can be turned off, on or off manually. So as you can see, the lights here at the sides, this is the emergency light, which will turn on in the event of the street lights not functioning. And another feature is a vehicle alarm, which will act as an alarm buzzer when a vehicle is approaching a certain intersection or a certain road. So this feature is to help our other individuals that are maybe physically challenged, like the deaf and mute people, so, or the blind, or I just felt like this could help some other people that are not physically capable and have struggles facing when going outside. So validate your design using simulation. So I'm going to proceed to Logic.ly. There I will provide a demonstration, and I will also include the pictures I have added while conducting the activity. So I'm going to proceed right there. So this is the zoom out design. I'm sorry if it's small. I hope it's visible in the video. So as I emphasized, the things important to note are the 3 inputs here in the control system. We have here the daylight sensor, the power, and the manual switch. So assuming the power, it's electricity, so it just turns on all the time, and the manual switch also, and the daylight sensor. So this scenario, it's morning, right? Because as I said, daylight sensor logic 1 will indicate that it's day. So what happens if it doesn't capture light already? So it's nighttime. So as you can see, the street lights turned on. So this bunch of street light here divided into sections, street light are all logic 1 because of the daylight sensor turning into logic 0. So next feature, what happens if there is a power interruption at night? So this is the feature I've added, so the emergency light. I'm gonna zoom out. So this is the emergency light system here. This is our solar powered LEDs that will turn on in the event of a power interruption at night. So the power is logic 0, and at night daylight sensor is logic 0, so it's night. Another I'm gonna show is the manual switch. It's night time again, so this is the manual switch manually. If the officers want to turn off the light manually, as you can see, it's being turned off by this manual switch. So last feature is the vehicle alarm system right here. These are located at the intersections. I'm gonna quickly hover to my map to further prove my another design right here. So these are the intersections. I've mapped them out. I drew on them. So these are the intersections. So what I'm planning was I'm putting it at the edge here, the yellow bar. This will serve as the buzzer. So every time a vehicle is approaching, whether it's coming from the north or coming from the south, so it will approach, it will alarm the lights here at the edge. So this is what this vehicle alarm does exactly. It runs in power. So power is logic 1, another is the motion sensor, assuming it's this is the motion sensor installed along the roads. So as you can see, as the vehicle approaches, the the alarm is at logic 1. So it's not centralized because it's mainly dependent on what vehicles are passing along the intersection right here. So as you can see, another here and another at the farthest side here at the end. As you can see, the vehicle alarm works. So it runs on electricity. It won't run when there is no, sadly, when there is no power. So that is it for my demo. So I'm going to proceed. Share your idea and solution to other family members or people in your vicinity and get their feedback. So this is the clip. So can you give a feedback for my design?
For me, the design is great since it is automatic as the street light lights up when it reaches nighttime. Furthermore, the addition of the emergency light is a great idea